also, part of this visit. So a great deal of multiculturalism on display by the Prime Minister in Varanasi. I want to bring Abhishek Mishra in on this. Abhishek, take us through what's happening on the ground right now. Of course, we can see these live pictures. The Prime Minister getting into his vehicle, heading towards the Raja Ghat. Take us through what's coming next. A very spectacular leg of this visit is coming up, Abhishek.
Well, absolutely, Shiv, and the much-awaited, movement is finally coming in when we will see the ghats, be light up with a lot of diyas, lakhs of diyas. Let me show you something how, the preparation are underway. You can see that they are preparing the diyas for the final movement, and in a short while, we will see all these ghats, glittering with the lights of these lamps. And if you see at the other side, there's already a lot of lights now. And soon when PM Narendra Modi's cruise will come, it will start from Rajghat and it will start coming towards the Assi Ghat. We will see a lot of lights and all the diyas, around 15 lakh diya is what we are getting to know that will be lit today, will definitely make us understand and believe the importance of this festival. And as we have been discussing it a while now, that Deepavali, it's a festival not only important for the fact that it is a Hindu festival or it has a cultural relevance, but for Varanasi, for the people of Varanasi, it is very much important. It is a celebration of their life, their own culture, and it is not just bound or it is not just specific to a religion. We have seen the people, coming together from all kinds of,
Yes.
from all communities, from all religion, and they are participating. Everyone is trying to involve by in this festival. So certainly it's an important event today. And as far as what next, well, certainly we are expecting at the Chasing Ghat, where we are here right now on the cruise, and he will soon be reaching to the Rajghat. I would like to tell you that Rajghat from Chasing Ghat is far away. It's around 7 to 8 kilometers.
Okay.
And it is on the other side of the river Ganga. And it will take around 45 minutes for PM to reach here on this spot. And throughout this ride, he will be witnessing the beauty of these ghats. And alongside, we have seen there has been a practice of laser show, and it is spectacular. I mean, the visuals, the music, the ambience, and the participation of the residents of Varanasi clearly shows that how this event has taken this whole city together. And look at on the other side, this is the other side of the river, and you can see that diyas are being lit there, and they have started to light these diyas, and the visuals are spectacular. And also you see the people, the tourists, in big numbers, they are coming in and they are taking the boat rides around again and again, and they really want to enjoy this beauty. And the people are even saying this is an epic moment for the people of Varanasi. So certainly it's a big day for the people of Varanasi, and they are really utilizing this opportunity. They are coming together, and as far as PM's visit is concerned, he is also coming back to his home constituency after a long gap. Yes, it is the corona times. There are a lot of guidelines, a lot of restrictions, but people are actually enjoying alongside with the guidelines, and they are participating by lighting these diyas. And soon we will see the whole ghats of Varanasi will be dazzling with the light and, of course, music and sound of Lord Shiva. Yes.
Abhishek, stay with me. That's right. The Prime Minister getting on to that cruise now, which will be sailing on the Ganga in just a short moment from now. Those are live pictures that Abhishek is getting to us. Abhishek is standing not very far from where this is happening, so you're getting the best view. India Today is giving you this fantastic view, so you don't miss a single frame. You're going to see the ship. You're going to see the vessel in which the Prime Minister is in. You're going to see the Diya ceremony as well as it begins. The sun has already set. As you can see, it's almost completely dark in Kashi, and in just a short while from now, the Diya ceremony will also begin. Abhishek, apart from the spectacle, while we wait for the the ship, the vessel to cast off with the Prime Minister on the Ganga. Take us through what happens after the Diya ceremony. We understand that there is also a laser show of some kind at a different ghat. Tell us a little bit about that, Abhishek.
Well, absolutely. Once the PM Narendra Modi will be lighting the first Diya at Rajghat, he will be addressing the people there, a short address. And after that, we are expecting him to again board the cruise. And after that, his ride will start from Rajghat throughout this whole area alongside the shore of River Ganga. And he will be seeing the, the spectacular visuals which we are witnessing right now. But specifically, you mentioned about it. And I really want to tell our viewers also that for the first time, we are here at Chet Singh Ghat. And if you look at the visuals around, you will certainly understand, the level of this event has gone up to another level. I would like to show you first the Killa, this fort, which is actually just on the shore of River Ganga. And this is the Chet Singh Killa. This is the Chet Singh Fort, and in front of it, this ghat today is gonna witness the first laser show, which is, very spectacular. We have seen the practice sessions right here, the music, the chants of Lord Shiva, the mantras, the Shiva Tandav Strotam, and everything, the music, the lights, and you can see the testing of laser has started, and it's gonna be a spectacular view for PM Narendra Modi when he will be witnessing the full show. It's a 10-minute show, and he will be just in front of this Chet Singh Fort from this ghat, and he will be witnessing this show. And of course, certainly, the importance of Dev Deepavali, because it is Kartik Purnima, and as per the Hindu belief, they believe that, today God, all these god and goddesses used to come on earth. So it's going to be a very important and very significant moment for the people who follow Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, and as per the Hindu mythology. But alongside, if you talk about the beauty and, the glitter, we can certainly say that it's more than, a religion, more than the community. It's about a belief which Varanasi shares, and the people are coming together. They're celebrating it, actually. They're celebrating it for the fact that, Varanasi, it's an opportunity for them to showcase what Varanasi can offer to the world. And that's what is their major focus. They really want to give it around the world, that by lighting these diyas, they are giving a message of peace, harmony, and culture, and the cultural coordination. How a country like India, and specifically a state like Uttar Pradesh, with a population of more than 23 crores, exists together. And that's what is their primary focus. So this all we will witness today, and we are the people of Varanasi, and of course we all are waiting how soon PM Narendra Modi will arrive here, and he will be witnessing the spectacular show right here at Chet Singh Ghat in Varanasi. Yes.
Beautiful images on the banks of the Ganga. The vessel with the Prime Minister and his team has cast off. It is now sailing on the Ganga as we speak. As Abhishek was just pointing out, there are more ceremonies lined up before the Prime Minister wraps up this visit. And these are images coming to you live from on board that cruise vessel. Remember, there's a great element of the promotion of tourism activities in this holy city as well, because the Prime Minister has made it a point to showcase Kashi as a global destination. Many of the things that he has attempted to do in terms of development projects have been towards modernizing Kashi, making it, a city that breaks away from the past in terms of facilities, in terms of cleanliness, but sort of preserves and maintains its ancient texture and feel. And that has been one of the pet projects, if I may call it that, for Prime Minister, who, as you know, is the Lok Sabha MP from Varanasi. Gaurav, this continues to be, something that the Prime Minister is very deeply involved with. We've seen it since 2014, a great deal of emphasis on sort of dynamically changing Kashi while still preserving its beautiful ancient roots, the things that can never be changed. At the same time, opening it up for greater tourism and visitors from around the world, Gaurav.
जिनमें से एक कथा है कि भगवान
Shiv, you're absolutely right. That's the Prime Minister's effort from 2014. There's a systematic plan that's been that's underway in Kashi. Remember, Kyoto was where Prime Minister Narendra Modi went in Japan. Again, similar cities. Kyoto is a religious city. The Prime Minister visited Kyoto with then Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. And he visited the ancient temples. He saw how Kyoto retained its ancient culture and yet was a modern 21st century city. That's exactly what the Prime Minister is trying for Kashi. It's been a long process, but it's a process that's been on since 2014 to a very large extent in terms of road widening, as far as the electricity cabling is concerned. And remember, this is one of the oldest inhabited cities of the world. And that is why it's called Avinashi Kashi, a city that can never be destroyed. Now, to get that city to modernize, put cabling underground, widen roads, yet retain its culture, bring modern internet, fast connectivity, all of that is the effort. Bring a modern hospital, bring modern amenities, railway station to be made bigger, all of that. There's a big plan that's currently underway. Cleaning of the ghats, and that was something that was a key result area, a key focus area. At the same time, you want to bring in tourists, so they should have all the modern amenities and facilities, and they should know what Kashi is all about. So a museum coming up. So this Kashi corridor, this Baba Vishwanath corridor has all about ancient Kashi and 21st century Kashi. Swami Dayanand Saraswati came here. This was a place of learning.
Yes.
Kashi has always been known, and not just because of Kashi, the university there, but also because of multiple centers of learning and education. So there used to be major debates between believers of various religions and sects in Kashi. The effort is to revive that culture of debate, get more educated people to come there, debate. Kashi Hindu, Banaras Hindu University is one such center, other centers like that coming up. All of that is the effort. The highways are part, the road widening highway, 6-lane highways are part of that effort. All of that is happening. Also, Shiv, it has a big push. The Prime Minister's push towards Eastern UP and Bihar. This becomes the nerve center, even politically. So whatever is happening also has a big political angle to it. This place controls about 20 to 30 seats of Eastern UP plus 20 odd seats in Bihar. So a lot of effort is being made to ensure that the BJP's development model goes across to people from here.
Very, very important. I want to bring in Abhishek once again, because now the vessel is on the cruise ship is on the Ganga. The Prime Minister is out on the Ganga right now, with those live pictures coming to you from the Ghat as well as on board the vessel. Abhishek, as you've tracked this visit by the Prime Minister, it's always a big occasion. What's been the mood like on the ground? The Prime Minister has been, the Lok Sabha MP from Varanasi for the last 6 years. He is, of course, the Prime Minister as well. So every visit of his is always seen with a great deal of organization and, a great deal of anticipation. What has the mood been like on the ground this time?
Shiv, and this is the first time after a long time that PM Narendra Modi is coming back to Varanasi. So people are quite excited, and they are really they really wanted to listen to him. And he's actually spoken from the event which had just happened in the afternoon about the issues of farmers. He talked about the development of Varanasi and how Varanasi can, come in the front as far as the economy is concerned. And he's also talked about the small industry scale, small scale industries. He also spoke about, how the infrastructure development can actually help in modernizing the city and at the same time maintaining the core values of it. So that's what his all, observation during his speech. But as far as the sense of the ground is concerned, people actually look up to him. They are here at the Ghat just to get a glimpse of him. They really want to see their own member of parliament. They want to see their Prime Minister. And that's why they all are coming here. Yes, there is a guideline imposed. There is a restriction on the number of entries. But somehow they really want to take advantage of it, and they are coming and they are participating in this ceremony. And if you look around, we would like to show you. The diyas have already started to, light these ghats, and you see how beautifully these are being, we can see certainly that the ghats are now dazzling with the lights of these diyas, and we can expect PM Narendra Modi to reach exactly here at this Chet Singh Ghat in a short while. Now he will take around half an hour at least to come here, because the ride is long. He will be covering the full ghats from the first ghat, which is the Raj Ghat, then towards the Manik Ghat, then the other ghats, and then he will be coming to this specific ghat, which is the Chet Singh Ghat, which is just in front of the Chet Singh Fort. And after Chet Singh Ghat, there is Assi Ghat. There also the celebration is underway, and we can see the spectacular visuals there as well. And then this ride will come back to the Raj Ghat, and so it's going to take a while, and it will take around 40 to 45 minutes to finish this full ride. And he really wants to see how Banaras, how Varanasi is celebrating, this festival. It is very auspicious, as we've already talked about it, for the people of Varanasi. And the laser show, which we are expecting to begin around 6:30 and 6:40 right here, will tell the story of, the culture of Varanasi, the importance of Lord Shiva, and how is the flavor of this city and what the Kashi actually has to offer to the world. And also, Shiv, another aspect of this whole event is to relate with it along with the communities. And we have certainly seen, we are here from yesterday, and we are seeing on the ground that how people are actually participating. Yes, they really want to come out, and yes, there are restrictions. But, we can see the houses being, today, they all are lighting from this year. People at their houses, in their respective mohallas, or in, at their own places, they are, decorating it, and they're really making this affair impactful for Varanasi. So that kind of participation we are actually seeing here, and people are excited about it.
Abhishek, we're just going to come back to you in just a couple of minutes. We're leaving our viewers with these images. You can see the Prime Minister there on the decks of that cruise ship on the Ganga, big crowds on the banks waiting for the Prime Minister, slipping into a very, very short break, very brief break. We're back with these images.
Modi's response as he is on the cruise.